Happy Monday. I am so glad that you are here. I hope that wherever you are in the space-time continuum, that you are having a marvelous Monday, that you are having a magnificent Monday, that you are maybe even having a manifesting Monday, that you had a weekend where you were able to rest, to recharge, to do things that allowed you to decompress from the week that you had, to process all of the things that are going on. It's been, there's a lot going on in the planets. I'm not going to get into it too much because it's still very much outside of my wheelhouse, and I'm still just like really like an embryo when it comes to astrology. I can tell you that everybody I spoke with this weekend in like my tiny little circle of in person and acquaintances online, it was a bit of an emotional weekend. So if you were sitting in your feelings, if you were unsure of like the next steps, or it was just, there's a lot of crying involved, I hope that it gave you the cathartic cleansing that you needed. We are going through a lot, and our body holds on to it. Our body is holding on to so many things, and in holding on to it, it's now also trying to release it. And our body releases emotions, how it releases emotions. And I've said this a couple times, that it has taken me, I'll be 50 in June, it has taken me almost 50 years to be okay with the fact that I cry. I will cry. I used to cry at work if I was super angry about something. I cry when I'm happy. I cry when I am sad. I cry listening to music because I can feel it breaking up some of the shit my body has been holding on to all of these years. So your body processes emotions how your body processes emotions. Do not feel shame or guilt or sadness or compare how you process your emotions to how others do. How you process is how you process, as long as it is healthy and you're not like drinking and taking drugs to help you process your emotions. I think you know what I mean though. So today is Monday, April 25th, oh my God, April 7th, 2025. We have Mercury and Venus coming out of retrograde. We have a full moon in Libra on Saturday. There's a lot of other wacky stuff going on that's going to impact your communication. Just be gentle with yourself. Go with the flow as best as you possibly can. And just remember, we're growing, we're healing, and sometimes there's hiccups along the way. So this beautiful Sunday, oh my gosh, words. See, communication issues. Here we go, communication issues. What do we need to know on this beautiful, not Sunday morning, Monday morning? What is something that we need to know to help guide us as we start the week? What is something we need to know to help guide us as we start the week? Five of Swords reversed. Whew. So our swords have to do with all things thought, things that we talk about, things that we think of. They are connected to the air signs. I'm a Gemini, I'm an air sign. So our air signs, I'm probably going to not remember all of them. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius are our air signs. Swords are connected to those. If our Five of Swords were upright, there would be some conflict going on We would be trying to debate, trying to figure out what to do next. Reversed, however, conflict is coming to an end. Conflict is starting to be resolved. And it can either be, so you guys know that I read reversals usually as things that are happening internally. It can also be external. Let's read it from an internal first. Internally, what have been some things that you have been working on? Some conflicts that you have been working through, either in your healing process of things that you are struggling to let go. The Five of Swords is saying, hey, you're starting to release those inner conflicts. You are now at a point where you are able to recognize how they're holding you back and release them. So internal conflict is starting to dampen, right? We're starting to make peace with our past and letting go of those negative thoughts that get us stuck in loops about our shoulda, woulda, couldas. And I say this all the time, we don't have a TARDIS. We cannot go back in time because we are not Time Lords and change the situation. And those situations impact us in the now of how we interact and think about situations in the now. And we're moving away from having that negative mindset when thinking about our future. Okay? Externally, you are having a conflict with a boss, a friend, your landlord, your insurance company, your computer. I've been having some technology issues. Those conflicts are starting to resolve themselves. So in your week this week, even let's start it today, in your day today, where do you see conflicts, either internally or externally, starting to be resolved, starting to find closure, starting to be okay? And how can you celebrate it? Doesn't have to be big. How can you celebrate it? If you have learned how to change the chatter in your head when you start noticing you thinking about how you wish you had done something different or how you talk to yourself, how can you celebrate and be like, oh my gosh, I did it. I did it. It took me weeks, but I finally was able to cut the loop. If you are having an external conflict with someone or something, and you are seeing how it is resolving, how can you celebrate it? How can you maybe acknowledge to the other person gratitude for being able to resolve the conflict? It is Monday. I hope you have a marvelous Monday. Be safe, be healthy, be warm, stay hydrated, rest. I would love to see you. Books are open. Books are open. I sound like an old person. I am an old person. Come see me either online or in person. I would love to read your cards. I would love to perform some Reiki on you. Link is in my bio. Have an amazing day, and I will see you soon.